Hello everyone, we are Group B2 SR team of Alibaba Group Holding Limited. I'm Ngọc and I will be presenting with my colleague Mutu. This is the scope of our presentation. Alibaba was founded in 1999 by Jack Ma. Our firm is in the e-commerce sector catering to customer, business to customer, and business to business markets. Our mission is to make it easy to do business anywhere. Our vision is to develop the future for e-commerce, to become a place where customers will meet, work, and live at Alibaba. Expand our business overseas. Since launching the first website, Alibaba have been small Chinese exporters and entrepreneurs to sell globally. Alibaba have grown into China's leading e-commerce site, leading wholesaler or retailer in cloud computing, digital media, and innovation initiative.
Hello, I'm Muthu, and allow me to continue. Our host country is USA. The current population there is around 331 million, coming from diverse races, ethnicity, and cultures. The current GDP per capita is around $65,000 per year. America is also home to one of our biggest contenders in the arena of e-commerce, Amazon.com. USA is the Western superpower. Relative to China, it is rather liberal and egalitarian. Its people are big on ideas such as freedom of speech, equal rights. E-commerce is an established and booming industry over there, especially amidst the COVID-19 quarantine situation. Consumer buying patterns are seen to be increasing on these e-commerce sites. In this sector, the work attire is rather relaxed and casual. We will be using established metrics to see the cultural differences that exist between us and USA, of which the first intercultural study is the Hofstede's National Cultures Model. We'll be looking at two particular dimensions, that of individualism versus collectivism and power distance. Of the second intercultural management study, we'll be looking at Hall's and Hall's cultural dimension of high versus low context. We'll see the differences via the lens of cultural challenges that we expect to face when we set up our operations in USA.
The first challenge is for that of communication. How are our managers going to communicate and negotiate with employees, suppliers, and unions in the US? We want to understand the differences and offer recommendations. How and how model illustrate the communication aspect of cross-cultural challenge. Under this model, we are focusing on the context of information, how is it observed and communicated. In US, people of various and diverse backgrounds work together. Hence, unlike China, there is less child mentality or shared communal experience. Therefore, information contact in US is low. Any communication here is rather direct to the point. Counter to that, there exists a relative bigger degree of familiarity between the people of China. Thus, info is high contact, often indirect. By virtue of US low contact, most of the communication from Alibaba's side that is left for interpreting and inference will be lost on them. Their pointed words, indicative of individualistic interest, can also come off as abrasive to us. There are flaws in communication that need to be contended with. From this holistic dimension, we see that US is more individualistic 91 than China's 20. This means workplace relations as based on mutual benefit in US than it's been based on seniority and paternalism as in the case in China. Ability is key to success in US while relationship is so in China. Personal goal outweighs the firm goals in US and the vice versa is true in China. Therefore, US employees could not be united under a singular banner of Alibaba. This could further affect communication and performance output of our firm. To address the problem with communication, we recommend the following. Provide a platform where people could talk openly about the issue they face in cross-cultural context. This can be in a cultural group meeting or with the HR staff. This will reverse any communication misgivings or misunderstanding that can be ironed out. Communication workshop can be hosted to train our US and China staff so that smoother communication practice can be highlighted to them. And for the individualism and collectivism aspect, it would be ideal if we can empower our US staff personal growth goals. If those goals align with our firm interests, that could be a root catalyst to instill a team spirit and elicit better work from them. Their efforts in communicating, putting the work in and attain those goals need to be incentive. This will further motivate them to perform better.
The second challenge encountered is predicated on the type of business structure to adopt in US. On certain aspects, US and China are on either side of this spectrum. Where US is liberal, China is conservative. Where opportunities are egalitarian and based on merit, inequality is part of life in China's pro-hierarchy culture, where employers are regarded as colleagues and comrades in the US. There is reverence and submission to authority in China. These speak to the nature of power distances in businesses in either country. Power distance refers to the status and social standing of an employee. It is predicated on the type of relationship the top management staff has with an average working staff. We can see that US has a lower power distance of 40 compared to China's 80. This is because US employees want a workplace where they could work with top management rather than work under them. They want to be consulted and only accept the use of power when it's rational. This is in contrast with China, where the power of higher position is rather unopposed and unquestioned. Absolute obedience is expected. While US employees want interdependence with the top management, there's only often one-sided dependency seen in the same regard in China. These issues with respect to power distances could spark frictions when setting up our business in our host country. To have a successful work-business relationship, we need to meet them halfway. For such employer-employee relationship improvements, we need to adopt a flat business structure, where average employees can easily reach and work with typical higher management staff. Closer bonding is built. It will also function as a sandbox workplace where creativity can flourish. We need a little bit of that magic to stay ahead of our competitors and better serve our customers. Work should ideally take the form of collaborative team projects. That way, all employees are not in their own bubbles. Power distance is lowered. There is more mingling. and more team spirit is built, all of which could be tapped to push the firm further forward. From these two challenges and cultural models, we have learned much about the cultural differences that exist between our country and USA. The recommendation outlined for each challenges encountered can be rolled out into a IHRM framework like so. Having group meetings to learn and overcome communication issues, building a career progression and incentivizing via performance-based bonuses, adopting a flat business structure to reduce power distances in Alibaba's US operations. All these solutions will make our foothold in USA strong and successful. Thank you.